Hello and thanks for joining me. Well, the other day I was on the ARW discussion and a guy named Mark Pressling, he's got a YouTube channel in Australia. I'll put a link down below in the description. But he was showing us a sacrificial aluminum collet. It was about 2 inches in diameter, from what I remember anyway. But I guess you can get them in different diameters. But you basically cut a recess in it and then it would close up on small parts. You could hold odd shapes and stuff. It'd be perfect for drilling something like this. You ever want to drill something like that and you just can't figure out how to hold it straight? Well, it was perfect for that. But that got me to thinking. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've got this Sanyo chuck, it's Chinese made, but it's fairly decent chuck. But if you try to hold something in here and try to get it straight, that's not straight. If you want to bore a straight hole through that, it's going to be wobbly. I mean, you can work at it and get it straight and hold it, still not straight. But there's something about these jaws here that is kind of strange. Let me zoom in. They got a little bevel on them. So if you try to hold something really close to the end of your jaws, you're not going to be able to hold it. That bevel serves no purpose. But I got to thinking, I'm not using that beveled portion anyway. So I got an idea here. Let's do this. Chuck something in the back of those jaws. And at first I thought, well, we'll just cut the little, cut the end of the jaws off, and so it would have a nice sharp edge on it. But then I got to thinking, why not cut a little recess the same size as that bevel? So that's what I'm going to do. That way you could just take that little washer, drop it in the recess and clamp it. It won't be perfectly centered like a collet, but it'll be pretty darn close. As close as your 3-jaw is. Probably closer because I'm machining it under load. So I've got that tool set to the same depth. And this is a fairly sharp insert. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that just a little bit. Like that. That way the recess will have a slight inward. It'll make up for compensate for the radius on the end of this tool. A little bit, I hope. Because I need a sharp corner in there. If this doesn't work, I'll find some other tool with a sharper point on it, even make one. But I believe this will work. Ooh, what happened there? Oh. New approach. The jaws are hitting the bottom of that. So I'm going to have to use a boring bar. That's probably the better choice to begin with anyway. Here goes. It might actually be deep enough, but I'm going to go a little deeper because I want to be able to hold stuff pretty good there. I'm going to go deeper both ways. Now if I go too deep, I won't be able to hold something really small in diameter. So I'm going to quit right there. I believe, take a straight edge. Ah, yeah, perfect. The radius of that tool, the jaws are very slightly hooked in. so that it will hold something small. Oh boy, that's perfect. I couldn't surface something like that. I got it, it's about that same depth, which is like 3/32. But you gotta have enough to hold. What I'll probably do is just take a file, or not a file, but some emery cloth and smooth that up. Probably good enough. Good sharp edge on there is pretty handy though. But basically, I just took that bevel off of there that was useless anyway. So let's try it out. Okay, I want to drill a hole in this washer here. Wow. Now there's also a radius to think about. So if I go smaller, the radius is going to be wrong, but it'll still hold good. Smaller is no problem. If I go larger, it'll catch on the two outer corners, but I think that's a pretty good compromise. Oh yeah, I like it. I like it. Spinner nice and true. Now I can drill a hole in it. I got a spotting drill in there, as thin as that is, I can go clear through with it. Yeah, I might even do a dance for that one. That about wraps it up. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to subscribe and ring that bell.